Welcome to our Google Chrome extension series. Today we are going to focus on a tool that helps to make the Wikipedia experience a lot more smoother for our users. And so the tool that we're going to look at is called WikiWand. And so this extension optimizes Wikipedia by allowing a fixed table for contents of topics, so it's like a table of contents on the side to make it easier to navigate. It also gives you a quick preview when you hover over the links of what that content might be. It also allows for a multi-language search, improved media gallery, as well as the ability to personalize the color, the font, and the layout of the screens. So let's take a look at this tool. How do we find it? Well, we are simply going to do a search for WikiWand. Now note that this WikiWand here is not what we're looking for, so we're going to scroll down and we're going to look for the Google Chrome store. So here is the chrome.google.com, and so this is going to be your Google Chrome store. So when I go into Wikipedia, into our WikiWand, I need to add it to Chrome. And so there is a short little video here that kind of talks about how it works. And so it's actually a new updated version called WikiWand 2.0. And so I'm going to simply add it to my Chrome. And again, it's going to ask me to confirm that. So I'm going to select Add Extension. Now note that WikiWand is a little bit different because, of course, once I'm using this, it's going to automatically put my Wikipedia into that mode. So what does the Wikipedia mode look like before? So just to kind of capture that a little bit, let's jump into that. So I've just jumped into Wikipedia, and we know when we go to enter a search, it just gives us the content like this. So everything's kind of thrown on this big wide page. There's languages selected on the side, and it's a lot of content. So of course, as soon as I put a topic in, we would get the same thing, and it might be 16 scrolls down and all of that. So with the WikiWand, you'll note that it is up in this jigsaw puzzle, and it is installed down in here, and you can see it. Again, you can keep it pinned or not, but the difference here is we pin the other ones so that they show up on our extension board. But with WikiWand, as soon as you install it, it's automatically installed so that anytime I go to search in Wikipedia, it is going to change the look of it. So I'm going to look up the Arctic, for example. So as soon as I select this, you'll note that it's already put it into this new mode. And so with this new mode, as they talked about the images, the gallery, it's a very different user experience from the other version. And so it's a lot more organized. There's not a lot of extras in the area. There's also a table of contents on this left-hand side. So of course, if I click on the next part, it's going to scroll me down to that. So you can kind of see what the big titles are. You can also see what some subheadings are as well, and it will jump you down into that space. Now, when I hover over any of the links, so we can tell that things are linked because they are in blue, it will then give me a preview of that content. And so here it gives me a preview about what Inuit means. And then from there, I can actually open this up, and it will give me more information. So you can see it's actually taking me into a whole new Wikipedia search. Now there's also some accessibility tools that can be accessed on your Wikipedia. So first off, if you want to see the old original format, if you come up to this W here, it says Wikipedia Tools, you can select Read on Wikipedia. And what it's going to do is it's going to open up a brand new tab. And then from there, you're going to be able to see what the content did look like before. So this is the original user experience, and this is your new WikiWand experience. So a lot different. Now you can also share it out, but here, this is our magic language button. So right now it's EN for English. And so if I select this, I actually have 129 other languages that I can switch this to. And so when I click on that, it's going to open this menu to the left, and then I can choose a different language. So I'm just going to go down here, and I'm going to look for French, of course, and I'm going to select French. And now you'll notice that all of the table of contents has been switched into French, as well as all of the content inside, including the captions on our images and other links as well. And now you'll also see that it is in FR for French. So of course I can also go back to my English from here and just flip it back to English. Now, you'll also note that there are language preferences, and so you can kind of heart your favorites so that they search up here right away so you don't have to use that big long scroll. So note that I could choose to type English in here, and I'm going to heart it so that it is one of my favorites. I'm also going to, if my students, and this can be customized for each student as well. So if they speak French, then I'm going to select French and put it there as well. So now when I go into this simple piece and I have them automatically pinned here for just a really quick little transfer of languages. So really quick translation. Now the last piece is in our settings toggle over on the right hand side. And so here we can change the type of text or the font of our text. So now we have it in a sans. So whether it's Open Sans, Comic Sans, whatever, it's kind of a blend of those. And so you can choose between those two fonts. You can also choose between kind of it being in a dark screen, which is said to sometimes be easier on the eyes, or the light screen. And then of course you can change the size of the font. So if you want to increase it, it doesn't increase too much more, but it does do so a little bit. So you can see how there's a little bit of the change. And then of course this here widens the text on the page. And so you've got that. And then of course you can also justify it so that it is left aligned as well. And so there's that component. And then of course minimal just kind of flips it around. And so those are our setting components in here. And so this is our WikiWand tool. It's really easy to use and makes the user experience for researching information a lot smoother. Now we just finished taking a look at the original WikiWand experience, but if you look down at the bottom, it has now come out with a 2.0 version. And so right now it's just kind of in a little bit of a beta, so they want to hear your thoughts. But do note that they will be working towards something like this. If you want to take a look at the new experience, you can click on it to see what it looks like. And so it's actually here already for me. I've already opened it up. And so you'll note that the accessibility components of it look a little bit different. So here you can actually access a summary. So they're working together with WordTune and what they're doing is they're creating summaries of your Wikipedia searches. And so as they start to build them, you'll start to see them show up here. So right now you can tour some other ones to see what they might look like. Again, because we are just going to hear their thoughts. That's the piece. I'm just going to click the X. Then of course it also has its own built-in text-to-speech, and so you are able to listen to it using this, and so you'll see it show up down here. Now of course you can't hear it. I don't have the audio turned on, but it does start to play that automatically. But note that you can just use your read-write extension at the top as well. That is pushed out to all of our users in ECSD. Now in the setting toggle, it looks a little bit different, but it still has the same options for your font sizes, your article width, and your font family. But you can also change the theme of this page so you can make it look a little bit different. Whatever, again, is a personal preference, so you can choose that setting. And then for our ability to share, that's still here. You can copy a link and insert it directly into Google Classroom. You can also open it up in the original version like the other one has. There's also the ability to add it to your bookmarks in your Wikipedia. And then of course languages is using this little icon instead of the letters to say the first couple letters of whatever language. And so the bonus here is you don't have to go into a settings piece. You can just choose your languages by starring them. So I could choose these two as my star so that the next time that I come into here, they will be at the top ready for me for a quick user experience. So take a look at it. If you want to give them feedback, feel free to do so. Thanks for joining in on our WikiWand experience as a Chromebook extension.